Alex, we're both dripping sweat here today.
Yeah, it's hot.
How bad was the heat here today?
My cool shirt took the day off, so it was pretty hot. But yeah, that's part of it. That's part of these races in the summer. I don't feel the best, so I'm ready to exit pit road here and go hang out somewhere.
Dover's concrete track turned into a furnace under the blazing sun as Alex Bowman stepped out of his car, completely soaked in sweat and struggling to catch his breath. Inside the cockpit, temperatures had soared to 140 degrees Fahrenheit, turning the driver's seat into a blistering oven. Bowman, clearly drained, admitted in his post-race interview, "My cool shirt took the day off, so it was pretty hot. I don't feel the best, so I'm ready to exit a road here and go hang out some work cooler, but, yeah, that's part of it. That's part of these races in the summer." That short comment pointed to a much bigger issue, an equipment failure that affected multiple drivers and raised new concerns about safety in modern NASCAR. Even before the green flag dropped, Bowman wasn't feeling 100%. He'd been sick going into the weekend. But because qualifying was rained out, starting positions were based on metrics. That put Bowman in 16th, forcing him to battle both illness and a scorching hot race car from the start. He was counting on his cool shirt, a piece of gear that's no longer a luxury in today's high-heat racing environment. These suits circulate chilled fluid through a vest worn beneath the fire retardant suit, helping drivers cope with intense cockpit temperatures. With NASCAR's next-gen car design limiting airflow to enhance crash safety, cockpits trap even more heat and toxic fumes. That has made working cooling systems an absolute necessity. Jimmy Johnson was one of the first to push this technology around 2018, and it's since become standard among top drivers. Joey Logano, Austin Dillon, and Tyler Reddick have all credited these suits for improving endurance. But they're not perfect. When they fail, it can turn a driver's best line of defense into a heat trap. That's exactly what happened to Bowman. His cool suit completely stopped working, no fluid circulating, just a hot vest pressing against his body. "I've been a little bit sick and my cool shirt decided it wanted a Sunday off," he joked, revealing just how brutal the race had been. Without the cooling system, the inside of the car felt like a sauna for nearly 400 miles, and Bowman was being roasted alive for hours. Yet, despite those challenges, he pulled off a remarkable third-place finish. It was a moment of pure grit. "I feel like we were better than where we ended up, but with a poor day at Sonoma Raceway, I had to start deep in the field due to the qualifying metric," Bowman said. He walked away with 49 points, his fifth top five of the year and third in 6 races, keeping his championship push alive. This isn't an isolated incident. Chris Buescher also spoke up during Dover. Ty Gibbs, Kyle Larson, Shane Van Gisbergen, and others have reported similar failures. NASCAR's next-gen design has made things more dangerous by pushing the cooling tech to its limits, leading to overheating and equipment malfunctions. Fans are frustrated. One said, "At this point, it's probably better just to not wear one." Another sarcastically asked, "Do they get these things from Temu or what?" The system isn't as simple as it looks. It's supposed to circulate a gallon of chilled fluid every minute, but problems like weak pumps, kinked hoses, tiny leaks, or dirt in the system can ruin the flow. In some cases, the fluid even gets hot inside the lines, making the suit worse than nothing at all. Once the coolant stops moving, the driver is stuck in a dangerous situation with no escape. And the cockpit makes things even tougher. With heart rates often above 160 to 170 beats per minute, drivers are under marathon-like physical strain. Combine that with cockpit temps over 140 degrees Fahrenheit, and you're looking at dehydration, tunnel vision, and slower reaction times, things that can lead to serious on-track mistakes. Bowman, however, kept his cool. Despite starting mid-pack, he used clean air and the draft to slip into the top 10 by stage 2. His lap times remained consistent even as the heat intensified. Once inside the top 5, every lap was a mental and physical battle. After the race, Bowman said he planned to hang out somewhere cooler, but also stressed the importance of solving these issues. Cool suit disasters may sound like a joke, but drivers are increasingly frustrated by failures that could easily be avoided with better tech oversight and stricter standards. And it's not just Bowman. Shane Van Gisbergen suffered a failure in Chicago. Ryan Blaney collapsed after finishing third at Pocono due to a failed system. Brad Keselowski had to be stretchered off at COTA when his vest completely failed. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. didn't mince words. "This is why I don't wear one. They break more than they work. Hot water on you is no good." Yet Bowman still came through when it mattered. Dover's 56-minute red flag delay due to rain and the double overtime finish added to the chaos. Bowman stayed focused as restarts grew more frantic, especially after Christopher Bell spun trying to pass Denny Hamlin, triggering a chain reaction that collected cars like William Byron. On the final restart, Bowman held his ground. Denny Hamlin won, but Bowman's third-place finish was a statement. "Certainly, it was a really good day for our team," he said. Now his focus turns to Indianapolis, where he's yet to finish on the oval, a stat he's determined to change. Meanwhile, Hamlin's fourth win of the season moved him to 58 career Cup wins, just 2 behind Kevin Harvick. Chase Elliott's strong showing also helped him retake the points lead from Byron. Bowman's performance tells the full story. 407 laps completed, 32 position passes, third fastest average lap time, and top 10 running for 82% of the race. He didn't just survive, he raced smart and tough under extreme conditions. Tire strategy also came into play. While others gambled with 2 tire stops, Bowman's crew played it steady, avoiding last-minute chaos. That decision paid off, keeping him out front as cars on fresher tires fought for space behind him. Not everyone was quiet afterward. Eric Jones called out NASCAR for not throwing a caution after he hit the wall with a flat tire late in Stage 1. That moment added fuel to ongoing frustration with inconsistent officiating. As Dover wraps up, the bigger issue remains. NASCAR's safer cars come at the cost of unbearable cockpit heat. Drivers now look toward Indy, not just for performance, but hoping their equipment actually works. Bowman proved he can handle extreme adversity, but relying on grit shouldn't be the backup plan. Cool suits are no longer a luxury, they're essential. NASCAR needs to treat them that way. Bowman's third-place finish was more than a strong run, it was a warning shot. Drivers can only take so much.
Briscoe's got to get some clean air. Then he's going to do everything he can to block. He's driving away from the 19.
We'll run by 3. One more solid
Half a lap to go for Denny Hamlin. Briscoe is there, but not going to be able to pounce. Denny does it again. He's got the Dover hat trick.
Denny Hamlin had once again shut down the doubters. This wasn't just another race win. This was a hard-fought war at the Monster Mile, and despite legal distractions, aging critiques, and some of the fiercest competition in NASCAR, Hamlin proved why he's still one of the most dangerous drivers in the game. Coming into Dover, the spotlight on Denny Hamlin wasn't just about racing. The 44-year-old veteran was juggling high stakes both on and off the track. Just days before the race, Hamlin took a hit in court when a federal judge denied 23XI Racing's motion to continue racing with charters amidst a looming antitrust lawsuit against NASCAR. For Hamlin, a co-owner of the team, the implications were massive. Yet on the track, he was all business. Already holding victories this season at Martinsville, Darlington, and Michigan, Dover presented a golden chance to extend his lead in playoff points and momentum heading into the heart of the season. But this wouldn't come easy. With fierce competitors like Chase Elliott, Christopher Bell, and Kyle Larson in the mix, plus record heat and unpredictable weather, it was clear this race would be a grinder. Pole sitter Chase Elliott started the day on a tear, leading a staggering 238 laps and winning Stage 1 in commanding fashion. The number 9 Napa Chevrolet was dialed in, and despite an early jack mishap during a pit stop, Elliott stormed right back to the front.